Hello everyone, welcome to Achievers IAS classes. Let's begin our discussion on the current events of 11th October 2018. The first issue in news is regarding Cyclone Titli. The Indian Meteorological Department has said that Cyclone Titli has developed into a very severe cyclonic storm which is likely to make landfall today. Landfall refers to cutoff of moisture and thereby dissipation of the cyclone. The Indian Meteorological Department has said that 20 to 30% of the tropical cyclones in the Bay of Bengal were recurving instead of moving northwards and westwards, which is worrisome because these recurved cyclones are more severe and cause more damage due to the fact that the eastern coast is a heavily populated area. UPSC has already asked a question on the mechanism of cyclone as well as how the cyclones are named. On the question of how the cyclones are formed, please go back and refer your NCERT textbooks where the process is given in detail along with a diagrammatic representation. We'll look into how the cyclones are named and why the cyclones are named. The World Meteorological Organization and the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific started the tropical cyclone naming system in 2000, according to which cyclones worldwide are named by 9 regions, namely the North Atlantic, Eastern North Pacific, Central North Pacific, Western North Pacific, North Indian Ocean, Southwest Indian Ocean, Australian, Southern Pacific, and South Atlantic. Cyclones in the North Indian Ocean basin are named by the Indian Meteorological Department, and the 8 countries in the North Indian Ocean region, namely Bangladesh, India, Maldives, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Thailand, prepare a list of names, among which one is picked in an order to name the cyclones. Cyclones are named to provide ease of communication and easy information dissemination for the general public. The next issue in news is an editorial regarding road safety. Roads are not only important from the infrastructure perspective and the logistics performance, but also in terms of safety and protecting human lives. The recent Road Accidents in India report by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways highlights the poorly performing policies and programs which have failed to reduce death and disability on the roads. Although enforcement of rules is a state issue, the lack of progress in reducing traffic injuries comes as a disappointment even at a time when the Supreme Court has been issuing periodic directions in a public interest litigation with the assistance of the Justice K.S. Radhakrishnan Committee. Further, experts observe that road safety data, which reflects the figures of death and injury by accidents, is underestimated by the government, thereby providing an incorrect picture. It is appreciable that greater attention is now being paid to the design and safety standards of vehicles, but such professionalism should also extend to public infrastructure like the design of roads, their quality and maintenance, and the safety of public transport. In this regard, the central government's move to dilute the national bus body standards is incorrect as it now requires only self-certification by the builders, thereby endangering thousands of passengers. Going forward, institutions for road safety have to be created at the national level, and the police forces have to be trained and motivated for professional enforcement of several rules and thereby fix accountability of the government. On that note, let's move on to the next issue, which is regarding the recently released draft national electronic policy, which is targeted at a turnover of $400 billion for the electronic system design and manufacturing sector. The policy suggests replacing the modified special incentive package scheme so that it is easier to implement interest subsidy and credit default guarantee to encourage new units as well as the expansion of existing units in the electronics manufacturing sector. It also recommends providing suitable direct tax benefits, which includes investment linked deduction for setting up of a manufacturing unit as well as expansion of an existing unit. Further, the draft policy also supports infrastructure development through the formulation of a new scheme or suitable modification in the existing electronics manufacturing cluster scheme for both greenfield and brownfield manufacturing clusters. The policy also talks about establishing standards through a body in the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to develop standards for electronics, IT, e-governance, and other associated areas. The modified special incentive package scheme was started in the year 2012, which provides for capital subsidy of 25% for electronic industries located in the non-special economic zones and 20% for those industries located in the special economic zones. The electronic manufacturing cluster scheme was launched in the year 2012 again to provide for quality infrastructure within the said cluster. For further details on this issue, please go through the notes provided on our website. The next issue in news is a regional conference on good governance initiatives which has begun in Kohima. The conference is held under the theme Capacity Building, Technology and Best Practices by Aspirational Districts, which is being organized by the Department of Administrative Reforms and Public Grievances. I have already highlighted that a question on Aspirational Districts program was asked in this year's UPSC mains examination. Basically, the Aspirational Districts program focuses on collaboration and competition between the central, state, and local governments, as well as the private bodies and NGOs, in order to improve accessibility to basic amenities like water, education, etc. In essence, it reflects the spirit of competitive as well as collaborative federalism, along with the participation of the private sector. The final issue in news today is regarding the productivity linked bonus for the railway employees. Railways were the first departmental undertaking of the Government of India wherein the concept of performance linked bonus was introduced in the year 1979-80 due to the fact that railways played an important role as an infrastructural support in the performance of the economy as a whole. Under this, all the non-gazetted railway employees, excluding the protection force, are eligible for the bonus. On that note, I'm wrapping up today's news analysis. Do like, share, and comment to support this initiative. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.